Yes, guys, good morning to you. Good morning to you guys. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late. Good morning to you guys. How are you doing this early morning? It's raining. And that's why I couldn't actually come live because the sound was interfering with my, with my head. But we're gonna speak a couple of things this early morning, just as always. It's so cold outside here. It's so cold in here actually, as well as outside. But we're gonna speak Tammy Abraham. We're gonna speak Housem Awa. We're gonna speak Manuel Locatelli. We're gonna speak Saka because he actually came out and published an article around his around the situation and missing a penalty and all the attack that he has got. He's come out and spoken, and obviously Granit Xhaka's move to Roma is also very close. So please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe and let me know in the comment section what do you actually want to know. Let me know your comments in the comment section, and I'll be very glad to get them in. Let's get the party started. I'm late. Sorry for that, and I promise I'll be on time next time. Right. I'll start off with the Bukayo Saka statement yesterday. Obviously, he came out and and spoke about so many things, especially on the penalty he missed and how he felt about that, and how the fans actually reacted, and basically was saying that he expected it. It was not a surprise. And what a strong mind from him. What a very strong mind from him. He said, I expected all sorts of insults. I expected all sorts of negative words on me, because the moment you miss that penalty, there's a lot that's gonna happen. There's absolutely a lot that's gonna happen, in your life. So this is what Bukayo Saka said, in that interview. He actually said, "I knew instantly the kind of hate that that I was going to that I was about to receive, and that is a sad reality that your powerful platforms are not doing enough to stop these messages. There is no place for racism or hate or any kind or hate of any kind in football, or in any case area of society, and to the majority of people coming together to call out the people sending these messages by taking action and reporting these comments to the police, and by driving out the hate, by being kind to one another, we will win. Love always wins." So obviously, the comments of Bukayo Saka very strong, very strong. As quoted by Talksport, and obviously added that, "I'm sorry that we couldn't bring it home for you this year, but I promise you that we will give everything we've got to make sure this generation knows how it feels to win." My reaction post match said it all. I was hurting so much, and I felt like I had let you and my England family down. But I can promise you this: I'll never let that moment or the negativity that I've received this week break me down. Big up Saka, big up Bukayo. I think his statement says it all. Absolutely, his statement says it all. Absolutely. For whatever reasons, people came after him. For whatever reasons, people came after him. His post-match reaction and his message, that he published yesterday, actually says it all. No room whatsoever for those people. No room. So make sure you do kick out racism as well, and make sure you're one of those people. Make sure you're not one of those people that actually drive hateful messages. The people that actually drive the negative messages. Let us stay as a unit, and that is how we shall actually enjoy planet Earth. Right then, lads, let's get into Tammy Abraham. That's the first story I would love to discuss. I looked at it yesterday. And it did speak about it a little bit, but I was not very interested, in speaking about Tammy Abraham. Now, stories came out yesterday, and there was very, very strong stories, by the way, very, very strong stories. The Arsenal have actually made Tammy Abraham a target, and this was according to the Telegraph. And they say Tammy Abraham is attracting interest, from Arsenal as Chelsea look to offload him for around £40 million. Arsenal could be looking out for a striker, and I do understand this. It's either Alexander Lacazette is leaving, it's either Edin Ketia is leaving, or Willian is leaving, or three of them could be leaving, and we might not have the resources or the capacity to replace all the three of them. So if Lacazette leaves and Willian, those are the two important ones. So in my opinion, what you do is bring in someone like a striker or someone like a winger that can also be as a striker, in that sense. And Arsenal now are looking at Tammy Abraham as a potential replacement of Alexander Lacazette. In the comments, in the chat, I've asked you, would you take Tammy Abraham at Arsenal? Yes or no? That is what I want. How do you rate Tammy Abraham? Because last season didn't see much of him. I think it was more of Giroud and Timo Werner. He's still a very young player. That's one of the things you've got to think about. Very young player. You could groom him into whatever you want. But the question is Tammy Abraham a good player? Is he a big club player? Yes. I was impressed by his statistics. With his on his first Chelsea season, I was really impressed. But would I want to take Tammy Abraham? It's a little bit confusing. It's a little bit confusing. If I lost Lacazette and Willian, I would bring in Tammy Abraham, but not at £40 million. That's the first thing. And secondly, I would want to do a loan deal probably, not actually going all out for a £40 million deal for Tammy Abraham. It's a big risk, a big risk. £40 million, investing £40 million in Tammy Abraham. I would rather invest 20 or £25 million in Odson-Edouard. And what I don't understand is why would Arsenal go for a Tammy Abraham when you have players like Odson-Edouard still waiting? No transfers have been done. When you have players like Moussa Dembele, right? You have players like Moussa Dembele, Lyon, his transfer is also still pending. Look, if it is Tammy Abraham or no one else, I would take Tammy Abraham. But if it is Tammy Abraham and anyone else, I don't pick Tammy Abraham. Honestly, I don't pick Tammy Abraham. What do people think in the chat? What do you think what do people think in the chat? Do you think we should go for Tammy Abraham? Do you think maybe Arsenal should give it a try? Maybe we should try out try out and see how things will work. Arsenal trying to sign Tammy Abraham. In my opinion, it's not something that I would really fancy to go with. Not really. It's not a move that I was even thinking about. Not really. At least I thought about Nico Barella, and it's like, why? At least Arsenal should be linked with Nico Barella for one time, yeah, or Domenico Berardi for one time. But Tammy Abraham, no, it's not my man. He's not my man. Instead of bringing in Tammy Abraham, we should go for Oli Watkins, Aston Villa. Brilliant season last season, of course. I believe he's untouchable. As Aston Villa know that he's untouchable, and the moment you try to create all of anything like we want Oli Watkins, they're gonna shut you down. I still believe he's untouchable, but I'll try to get Oli Watkins at Arsenal because but Tammy Abraham, no, I'm not really that convinced. I'm not really that convinced of Tammy Abraham. I'm not so much convinced of his of his quality, but he's a box player. He's a box striker, and I think he has the ability to give you 10 goals in a season. So if you bring him as a backup to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, it would be fine. But the problem is, if Aubameyang gets injured, then you have to rely on Tammy Abraham for the rest of the season or for 10 games. That is where the problem is. And that is where I don't believe Arsenal should target Tammy Abraham. Let me know what you think, what you think about Tammy in the comments below. Do you think do you think he could be maybe an Arsenal player? I don't see him be that. I don't see him as I don't see him as a big striker, but I don't really underrate him. I'm not really underrating him. Like I said, his first season at Chelsea actually spoke volumes of what he can be. He's not one of those worst tired strikers. I don't think he's not in that category. But if you ask me, is he very brilliant? I don't think as well. I don't think if you're getting away Lacazette and bringing in Tammy, the good thing Tammy has, is he's a young player and his resale value is there. So probably if you bring him in, things don't work out, his English, you can get back some 30 million or some 35 million pounds because of his age and resale value and because it's English. But I mean, I would go for anyone else. I would go for Oli Watkins. I would go for Andrea Bellotti. I would go for Odsonne Edouard. I would go for Moussa Dembele. I would go for any other striker. Because the strikers, there's so many strikers out there. I would even go for Danny Ings. If I'm looking for a backup to Aubameyang, I would go for Danny Ings because Danny Ings can also give me 10 goals in a season, and he doesn't really need to commit for 4 years. You can give him a contract worth 2 years and 1 year, and a possibility of 1 year, extension, or you could give him 3 years. And I think Ings can give you 10, 11 goals in a season. Aubameyang can give you 15 goals in a season. Those are two strikers with around 25, 29 goals in a season. It works very well. It really works very well. So Arsenal going for Tammy Abraham. I might not be very surprised because Arsenal does these things on a regular basis, but it's not a move I would recommend. It's not. I mean, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect Arsenal to go for Tammy Abraham. And it's not a move I would recommend my club to go for. Not at one point in time. Not at one point in time that Arsenal should go for Tammy Abraham. It's an expensive deal. And it's an expensive gamble. It's like signing Mario Balotelli. Those are some gambles that we should keep away. We have signed in Chelsea players and they have not worked. That is it. So Tammy Abraham is an expensive gamble. 40 million pounds. That is money that can give you a decent striker, honestly. Please do smash the like button. Let's get them to 40 right about now, guys. Thanks, everybody. Do smash the like button, right? So, and tell me in the chat what you think about Tammy Abraham. I'm gonna get, I'll get into your comments very soon today. Sooner than before. I'll get into your comments. What do you think about Tammy Abraham and the links that are linking him to Arsenal? Do you think Arsenal maybe should give it a try? Do you think Arsenal maybe should give it a try? Because I don't think we should. I think 40 million pounds, we can get in a remarkable striker. Remarkable striker. I'll take Luis Suarez on a free. I'll take Aguero on a free and give him that 40 million pounds in wages. And I don't take Tammy Abraham. It's a gamble. He's a young player. He could click. He might not click. Right? So it's a gamble. And with transfer gambles, when it works, you're brilliant. Just like look at how Everton signed James Rodriguez. It was a big gamble. Honestly, it was a gamble. And then at the beginning of the season, it worked out, and everybody said Arsenal should have brought in James Rodriguez. By the end of the season, injury prone, things like that, James is nowhere to be seen. So that's the problem with gambles. And Liverpool signing in Mario Balotelli, that's another big gamble. It was a big gamble. I mean, these are these are transfers that do not actually give you any guarantees. They can work or they can fail to work. That's it. So Tammy Abraham, in my case, I'm not really 100% into it. I'm not really 100% into it. Now, Little Sport as well. We're gonna speak about Hassan AOUAR and the report from and an update from Lee 10 Sport, best in France. Please do smash the like button, and thanks everybody. We hit 27,000 subscribers. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure it's up into the channel as well. Let's get them to as many likes as possible right about now. So speaking about AOUAR, yesterday Little Sport came out and made it very clear. Personal terms with Arsenal and AOUAR are not a problem. Personal terms will not be a problem for a deal between Arsenal and AOUAR. The problem is not the fee either. Now, the problem is Arsenal are delaying this deal, and Spurs have actually come in with a massive, massive force. And that's what we're going to talk about right about now. The problem is not personal terms are not a problem, because Arsenal's contract that is prepared for the player is already intriguing. 100,000 per week in pounds, and of course you have 5 years on that contract. AOUAR is interested in an Arsenal move. The contract, the personal terms are not a problem. He would love to sign that contract. He would love to take the contract in. The problem is one or two things. One, Arsenal have deliberately decided to delay this move in order to wait for what comes out of the walls and the meeting between Juventus and Sassuolo for Manuel Locatelli. I repeat this. AOUAR deal has deliberately delayed because Arsenal are actually thinking they have a major chance to sign and land Manuel Locatelli. So this is the full detail. What Little Sport are saying is Arsenal have decided that we will give it some time. We will look at AOUAR. We are targeting AOUAR, but our major focus, despite the Ruben Neves, despite the AOUAR, our main focus is Manuel Locatelli from Sassuolo. And Arsenal will not make any offers, any official bids. We will not increase our official bid. We will not make any further attempts to get AOUAR if Manuel Locatelli is still available. So our first priority in this window is Manuel Locatelli. And now I'm going to track you back. I'm going to take you back to what Fabrizio Romano said about Yves Bissouma a month ago. He said, Arsenal are keen on getting Yves Bissouma, but he is not their priority. Yes, his name is on the list, but it is not high top on the list. It is not high. It is actually below. And he said, we might see a big surprise of a name that we actually don't expect. And he also added that the skill set that the player should have is so different from what Yves Bissouma has. And finally, our number one priority as a central midfielder is Manuel Locatelli. That is the man Arsenal is dying to sign. That is the man Arsenal is doing whatever it takes to sign. We have hit 40 likes, guys. Smash the like button, guys. Let's get in more likes to 50. Let's get more likes to 50. Thanks, everybody. You guys are the real ones. You guys are the real ones. Thanks so much. So he says, apparently, AOUAR is not our priority. That is Alexis Bernard, Little Sport. He says the priority of Arsenal is not AOUAR. Arsenal's priority is rather signing in Manuel Locatelli. And with Manuel Locatelli, the update we have at the moment is today, Sassuolo and Juventus are going to be in locked talks. They're going to be in a meeting to discuss the final details of the deal. If Juventus, because honestly, Juventus is struggling to meet the asking price of Sassuolo, and they're also struggling to meet the financial benefits Arsenal is proposing to Sassuolo. That is where the problem is. Yes, the player has given them a favor over Arsenal, but Sassuolo is saying, if you want to take the player, if you're gonna take Manuel, you've got to meet the financial benefits Arsenal has stapled to us. you've got to meet our valuation. And Juventus is actually facing many problems. So the problem now with Houssem Aouar, despite Manuel Locatelli and everything, is Spurs have come in with genuine interest. It is no longer Spurs are interested. It is now Spurs want Houssem Aouar. And they're saying it will, reports claim that Tottenham will do whatever it takes to sign Houssem Aouar in this summer. A player, remember, Spurs and Arsenal are not so different at the moment. Not so different. We don't have Champions League football, no Europa League football as well. Yes, they have UEFA Conference League football, but I don't think it counts. Unless otherwise, I don't think it counts. So all we have is Champions League football. I think in terms of paying wages, Arsenal and Spurs, can give the player the money he wants, honestly. So it's now we either act quickly and get Houssem Aouar, or we might miss out on Manuel Locatelli and Houssem Aouar as well. So to paint for you a picture, what I think is Arsenal want to sign in Manuel Locatelli. If they fail on Loca, they'll go to Houssem Aouar. If they fail on Houssem Aouar, then they will finalize the Ruben Neves deal. That is how the picture looks like. So Aouar has never been our priority. He's not our priority. It is either we get in Manuel Locatelli, or if we fail, we shall actually do the Houssem Aouar deal. So everybody has been asking me what is going on with the Houssem Aouar deal. Yes, there were a lot of reports and there was a lot of news around the lad. But honestly, you've got to think about it. You've got to understand it. Arsenal are mad. They are crazy about Manuel Locatelli. They will not do any success. They will not do any. They will not do any offers, any more offers, any more. The talks at the moment are not even progressing because Arsenal are still optimistic of getting Manuel Locatelli. And today we will know whether Manuel Locatelli will go to Juventus or he will not go to Juventus, because a meeting has already been scheduled between Juve and Sassuolo, and that meeting is actually today. That meeting is actually today. So today is the day we will know whether Manuel Locatelli gets to join Juventus or he remains as a Sassuolo player free to join any other club. However, if Manuel Locatelli is to join Juve, 2 or 3 things must happen. One, like I said, Juve must meet the valuation of Sassuolo, which is around 40 million euros, close to 35 million pounds. They must also meet the valuation or the bids Arsenal has put in, which is around 45 million euros. 3, they must prepare a financial package which includes a payment structure, which includes of course the payment structure has installments and things like that. They must also have the right amount of money similar to Arsenal. So it is all about Juve meeting the payment structure of Arsenal, meeting the bid that Arsenal has put in, and also meeting the valuation that Sassuolo has. The meeting is scheduled for today, so probably whatever comes out of that meeting, I'll be letting you know. I'll be letting you know, Sassuolo and Juventus, what they will have discussed. But that is the situation with Houssem Aouar, and that is the situation with Manuel Locatelli. A meeting has been scheduled between the two giants. And we still wait to see what actually is going to come out of the rooms. What's going to come out of the meeting rooms? Is Arsenal really going to get him, Manuel Locatelli? Because if Juventus fail, and Fabrizio said it, that the moment Juventus fail, it's going to be a big opportunity for Arsenal. The moment Juve fail, the moment they fail to get in, to get their bids right. The moment they fail to get their bids right, Arsenal will get Manuel Locatelli, because they're putting a very good financial package to Sassuolo, and they've also put in a very good package to Manuel Locatelli, despite the fact that he wants to play at Juventus. So let's wait and see later today. So whoever wants Houssem Aouar, that is where we are standing at the moment. That is the update around Houssem Aouar. We are not close. We are not too close to getting him because Manuel Locatelli is our first option. However, what you have to understand with the AOUAR deal is it is a very easy deal, very easy deal. Because Litton Sport have actually said that Lyon will struggle, right? Lyon will struggle to refuse any bid above 25 million euros. They will struggle to refuse that bid above 25 million euros. Cut price, bargain. I don't know why Mikel Arteta and Edu are wasting a lot of time on Manuel Locatelli. Look, I love Locatelli, and I've told you already. I think I'll take Locatelli over any other midfielders at the moment. But for me, it's a pure wastage of time. Time is running out. It's a pure wastage of time. If a player doesn't want to join, if the deals are not clear, let it go. There's so many central midfielders around. So many central midfielders around. But anyway, that is it. That is it. Roma are apparently waiting for Albert Sambi Lokonga to be announced as an Arsenal player, and then they will actually go in, go ahead to press with the move for Granit Xhaka. They have a total agreement with the player. The player will join them. They have a total agreement with Granit Xhaka, but they will wait for Arsenal to announce Albert Sambi Lokonga. The moment we do announce Albert Sambi Lokonga, then Arsenal and then Roma will press ahead with the Granit Xhaka move. But it is in its final stages. Final stages. I've spoken about that. I've spoken about that before. It is in its final stages, and nothing can be done to reverse that. We are at 60 likes. Thanks everybody. We are at 60 likes. Thanks everybody. You guys are the big deal. Thanks everybody for smashing the like button. Let's get them to 70. Let's get them to 70 as soon as possible. 5 more likes to get that done. 5 more likes to get that done to 70 likes. So guys, basically this early morning, that is the update. Maybe we have something around Real Madrid and Martin Odegaard as well. And this has been reported by The Athletic, and they're saying Real Madrid have made a U-turn on Martin Odegaard and would likely accept a big money offer for the Norwegian midfielder. Real Madrid have made a U-turn on Martin Odegaard and would likely accept a big money offer for the Norwegian midfielder. And remember, it was yesterday but one. I gave you an update from Jan Ejfrojo and Fabrizio Romano. And they were saying that Madrid are looking at Martin Odegaard as a key player, as a pivot to whatever they want to build. They're looking at him as an Emil Smith role. They're looking at him as the center, as the heart of the new young team, of the new young talented Madrid they want to build. Jan Ejfrojo made it very clear that he might be untouchable. He might be untouchable. Now the Athletic are saying Madrid would like to get a big money offer. I don't know how big it is, around 40, 50, 60. I don't know how much would you pay for Martin Odegaard, lads? How much would you pay for Martin Odegaard? It's a very big question. You can find that story on my Twitter handle. And of course, all you have to do is to follow me. My Twitter handle is Cossy. Cossy. You'll be able to find me there, and lots of Arsenal content on my Twitter handle. Lots and lots of Arsenal content there. So the lads, the big question is, how then does Arsenal deal with James Maddison and Martin Odegaard? The first thing we know is Arsenal is much interested in Martin Odegaard. He was our priority. He was Mikel Arteta's priority. Madrid have valued the player at around £55 million, almost the same price as Ben White and almost the same price as James Maddison. If Odegaard is available and Maddison is available as well, it's a big question there. Who do you go for? Premier League proven, young and talented Odegaard, I mean, it's a big question. It's a really, really, really big question. And big up to the Athletic for doing that. Make sure you do follow them on Twitter. Give them a follow on Twitter. I'm following them as well. Great content from the Athletic. So with the Martin Odegaard situation, guys, this is what I think, in my opinion. If you think about Odegaard at the moment, it would be an easier deal to do than James Maddison. If you're going to sign James Maddison, it will take a lot of time. It will take a lot of time. One of the things you have to understand is both deals will need Arsenal to sell before we can make an offer. Both deals are going to be expensive, not less than 45 million pounds. I think Madrid could take around 50 million pounds. I don't think Leicester City will take 50 in James Maddison. So Odegaard could be slightly cheaper than James Maddison. Slightly cheaper than James Maddison. 50, a difference of 10 million, a difference of 15. Because what you have in James Maddison, and Leicester City know this, is a player who is key at Leicester City. Odegaard is not key at Madrid. He's not been in that team, and they won't miss him. Honestly, speaking facts, they won't miss him. He won't be missed at Madrid. Vis-a-vis Leicester City, because if Leicester City lose James Maddison, they will lose him. He's their number one creator. He's their number one goal-scoring midfielder. They'll absolutely miss him. Absolutely miss him. The fact that they brought in Somare, for me, maybe it shows that they're preparing Tielemans for a more advanced role, and Ndidi and Somare could be, the two in the pivot, maybe. So maybe they're prepared, they're prepared to let James Maddison go. That is understandable, really, really understandable. But if you think about it, the two deals are expensive. Martin Odegaard slightly cheaper, 50 million, but it's not much tasted, not really tasted. Would it be better to pay a 15 more million or 10 more million to get in James Maddison? Because James Maddison is Premier League proven and has been playing football for 3 consecutive seasons consistently. I mean, it's a big question there. It's a big question. Look, I won't be surprised if Arsenal don't go for Martin Odegaard, and I won't be surprised if Mikel Arteta goes for Martin Odegaard, because we know how much he rates and loves the player. All of us are aware of that. We are very, very much aware of how much Martin Odegaard is loved and rated by Mikel Arteta. That is no question. That is no threat. It is absolutely right. It's wait. Someone is packing. Someone is spamming my comments. I know what to do with these lads, right? Someone is spamming my comments. I just need to get them. Gosh, I lost them. So make sure, guys, you don't put spam in my comments, because I'll block you. Don't put spam in my comments. I'll block you. So, guys, that is the update. That is the update this early morning. Maddison or Martin Odegaard, Manuel Locatelli or AOUAR. That is where we stand at the moment. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. Would you prefer Arsenal to make a big money offer for Martin Odegaard, or would you prefer Arsenal to make a big money offer for the man himself, James Maddison? Our new kits our kits, by the way, are already out. I'm looking at that. Our new kits are out, so make sure. And which one is more beautiful? The yellow one, or the red one? Of course, the red one is the home kit, and then the yellow one is the work kit. Which one is better for you? I think, I didn't like the red one at first, but I think it has no problem. It will look good on us. Yeah, it might look good on us. So, what are people saying in the chat? Glad to hear from you this early morning. Good morning, Cossy. In advance, I'm in work from Namibia. I hope you have good news today. Good morning to you, Dennis. If Arsenal don't sign three serious players this season, I'm going to loan to League One for 5 seasons. Believe me. While we don't have good players, we want to make top 8 next season. Believe. I mean, thanks for the comment. Thanks for the comment. Brilliant. Please do smash like the like button, guys. Do smash like on the video. We are at 70 likes. That very very close to 80. Very very close to 80 likes. So make sure you do smash that like button, and let's get them to 80 right about now. Let's get them to 80 likes right about now. Let's look at some of your comments today. What are people saying in the chat? Good morning, Cossy. I'm watching from Kenya. Hope you have good news today. Only players that they sign is under 20 million euros. Then what do you expect from such players? Good morning, Cossy from Nigeria. We don't need him. That is Tammy Abraham. Stop these things of Abraham. We need serious goal shooters. We need serious goal scorers. All right. Morning, Cossy. Arsenal likes bargaining for other clubs, which is hurting. We need our Michael in Uganda. All right. Good morning to you, Cossy. Good morning to you, Red One. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Cossy. Watching in from Nigeria. Cossy, we don't want Tammy Abraham. Let him stay at Chelsea. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, my man Glenn. Big up Glenn in the chat. We did have him on the channel yesterday, and we spoke about all things Arsenal. Morning, bro. Thanks for the show. An update on Maynard Solomon. That kid is an upgrade to Willock, and he has the technicality of Santi Cazorla. Moses says, is it my network that's poor, Cossy? I'm live from Qatar, but I'm Ugandan. Big up, please, Cossy. I want Arsenal to sign a serious striker, not Tammy Abraham. Glenn says, very interested to see how quickly Arsenal will get the deals done because we need to move quick. Brilliant, honestly. Your mics are not clear, really. Sorry for that. If my mics are not clear, then I'll call it a show and try to fix the problem. Thank you so much.